So today we have another starter deck upgrade, and today we're taking a look at the blue and red Izzet Spellslinger deck. This deck has a very easy to grasp theme, and it's play a lot of spells, make a handful of creatures just a little bit better, and hopefully swing in for some victory. So what I'll do first is I'll show you guys what the original deck is, what the game starts you with, and then I'll show you what I did to upgrade the deck and see how we do on the ladder. And I'll preface this by saying that this is probably one of the better decks to upgrade. This deck does not require a whole lot of rares or mythics to get going, and it's very easy to just burn out your opponent with some good key burst turns. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, so this is the deck that the game starts you off with. It has a very easy to grasp theme, and the theme is playing low to the ground creatures and a lot of spells. Things like Razzle Dazzler, Reckless Lackey, Archmage's Newt, and then you have some creatures that are a little bit heavier on the casting cost, but do still kind of fit the theme. Like you have Crom here, you have Johan, Malek, the Reforged Researcher, and a few other spells that would definitely work, but this deck kind of requires you to have like a lot of mana like handy, and that's not exactly how Izzet Spellslinger decks work. So now that you know what we're starting with, let's go take a look at our upgrade. So this is the upgraded version of the deck. As you can tell, it's a lot tighter. There's nothing in the deck that costs more than 2 mana to cast. And you're going to be starting the game with either Storm Chaser's Talent or Monastery Swiftspear. Turn 2 is going to be spent doing spells or plotting. So you can either plot Demonic Ruckus, or you can plot Slick Shot Show Off for a burst turn later in the game. Or you could play the spell off of Scalding Viper to trigger Prowess off of the Storm Chaser's Talent Otter or the Monastery Swiftspear. And a lot of other small cards like Shock, Lightning Strike. You have Slick Sequence, which is great to pair up with something like Sleight of Hand. And you have the old Razzle Dazzler that is an unblockable if you put a +1/+1 counter on it from playing your second spell a turn. So the Razzle Dazzler, while being a fairly weak card on its own, can definitely get out of hand, especially with the unblockable trait. So it is a fairly decent card. If I were to replace any card in the deck currently, it would probably be the Razzle Dazzler. It's probably the weakest card, but as it stands, this is a budget upgrade. I want to keep it budget for now. As far as the budget's concerned, let's take a look. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just 11 rares in the deck total. So if you wanted to further upgrade, Razzle Dazzler is probably the place to look first. It's probably the weakest card in the deck. Aside from that, that's pretty much the deck. And there's not a whole lot to speak on this deck, because it's very straightforward. It's prowess creatures, it's spells, it's burn, it's draw, it's a little bit of bounce. It's good. It's actually really good. This is probably one of the better starter deck upgrades that we've done on the channel so far, because it does just win. And I did want to mention one other thing is a friend of mine came to me in Discord asking me when I was going to be upgrading this deck. So I actually did do this upgrade about a week ago. I just haven't gotten around to filming the video for it yet. And this person was just getting into the game, and they really liked the playstyle of Izzet, the whole like Spellslinger thing. He thought it was a cool concept, and he just wanted to know how to upgrade it. So I shot him a link to this deck list a little early, and my friend in Discord told me that guy came back with a starting record of like 8 wins and only 1 loss. So that right there, like that tells you that the deck is easy to grasp for even a new player. So good stuff right there. Anyways, this is the deck. Let's go play some games, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more after the games are over. It's such a fun game. Okay, so we have an eroded canyon and an island. Sleight of Hand, Storm Chaser's Talent, Razzle Dazzler, Monastery Swift Spear, and Lightning Strike. So we'll keep 7. I think we'll play the Island turn 1 into the Eroded Canyon on 2. Play the Storm Chaser's Talent. I love the otter token, so cute. Oh, are they doing the same thing we are? Alright, let's play Mountain into Swift Spear. And then play a Sleight of Hand. Give me the Slick Shot. Attack! Pow pow! Okay, put in place an Island into a Storm Catchment. Yep, they're playing otters. Alright, I like what I'm seeing here. Very nice. Alright, Eroded Canyon. Then I will plot the Slick Shot Show Off and attack for 2. Low impact turn this turn, but next turn, not so much. I'm gonna blaze another Stormcatch Mentor. What could they possibly be playing? Okay, so first action is to play the Slick Shot Show Off. Okay, second action is to play the Storm Chaser's Talent. Makes another otter. Next action is to play Shock on the Stormcatch Mentor. Pow. Next action is coming with the boys. Probably has a shock or something for the Slick Shot Show Off. Oh, into the Flood Mob. Okay, I'm into that. Pow pow. Opponent goes to 7 health. They play a Fabled Passage. How peculiar. Alright, so they are going to go search for a basic land, and since they have 4 lands, it will come into play untapped. And they play a Stingerback Terror. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, next, I'll attack. They block like so. Smack them for 3. Ow. Opponent goes to 2 health. I don't think they can do 19 damage to us this turn, so I think we're good. Slick Shot Show Off. Into nothing. Okay, so attack. Block there. And block there. Cast Lightning Strike, targeting there. Prowess triggers. Do they have a counter spell for my Lightning Strike though? They do not! Game, set, and match. Very nice. I'll take that win. Hell yeah. And we are looking at 2 islands, a single blue card, and a red hand. That means we need to mulligan this. Okay, not that much better, but we'll keep it because I don't want to go to 5. So we will turn back 1 copy of Lightning Strike. Alright, opponent plays a Swamp. I will play an Island into a Storm Chaser's Talon. Make an Otter. Such a good card. Seriously, it's such a good card. Raucous Theater comes in and they surveil 1. They choose not to put their card into the graveyard. I will plot the Slick Shot Show Off and attack for 1. Opponent plays a Swamp into a nothing. I will play a Mountain into a Slick Shot Show Off. Next, Attack for 2. Okay, opponent doesn't play anything else. Does plotting a card count as a second card? Let's find out right now. Here's a little bit of troubleshooting. Yeah, they get rid of that. That's fine. Hey, we drew a card, which means it does work like that. Hell yeah. Alright, opponent plays another mountain and doesn't do anything with it. Let's play this Eroded Canyon and deal 1 damage to our opponent. Then, let's see here, we'll go ahead and plot away Mr. Show-Off and attack for 1. Opponent plays a Fountain Port. How peculiar. This is probably the first opponent I've come across to actually play that. Ooh, Coiling Rebirth. Ooh, that's nasty. And a Deep Cavern Bat. Yeah, that's extra nasty. Okay, that's fine. Next game. We know when we're beat. He's 2008. You are 2000 late. I'll keep this because I think we might be able to draw into a blue mana. Alright, turn 1, Swift Spear. Let's go. Attack for 1. Opponent plays an island. We did not draw a blue mana source, which is fine. We will play a Scalding Viper on the other side. Attack for 1. How? Opponent plays a second island. We will play a Demonic Ruckus, targeting this guy right here. Show me what you got. You like what I got. Shock you for 2. Pop, 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 pop. And they also take 1 damage from the negate that they just cast. Pop, pop. Alright, opponent goes to 10. Not too bad. Opponent plays a Karn's Silex and takes another damage for playing a card. How do you like that? Alright, check this out. Let's play Storm Chaser's Talent. Get that +1 of the Monastery Swift Spear and attack for 4. Okay. The opponent has to do something this turn, otherwise they just die. Okay, they choose X's too. Alright. They get rid of all my cards. That's fine. Let's play that. Next. End turn. All I gotta do is accrue hand damage. That's fine. Pass. Alright, end of turn. Hit him for 2. My turn. Slick Shot. Hit him for 1. Just give me more hand damage. Ooh, that's ugly. That's real ugly. We don't want to see that. Scryed away a couple things. Now they're probably going to Karn Silex for 2. Yes, they are. It's almost like I know exactly what their deck does. I hope nobody picks up the 20-pound pack of hamburgers something left at the smoking area. I kind of want to see what it looks. Oh, ooh, ooh, that's nasty. You can die now. Bye bye, blue player. You got no life left. GG. Alright, 2 Eroded Canyon, a mountain, a Sleight of Hand, a Lightning Strike, a Scalding Viper, and a Slick Shot Show-Off. Show me what you got. Alright, so apparently we get to go first, which means we play the Eroded Canyon on turn 1. Okay, second hand is we're going to play 2, and we're going to play the Scalding Viper. I love the Scalding Viper. I think it's so cool. Alright, opponent plays a second Forest, and they play a Poison Dart Frog. Okay, so next up, I'm going to play a Sleight of Hand, first off. Get that Slick Shot Show-Off. Then, I'm going to play... Actually, no, cancel that. I'm just going to Lightning Strike that right there. Get rid of that. And then we're going to attack for 2. take a photo, but you gotta show. Oh, I don't think anyone in this stream wants to see whatever that is. Play Hunter's Talent, take another damage. Aw, what a jerk. That's fine. Let's see here. Mountain, Slick Shot, Slick Shot. Put away another forest. Pays 4 mana to plot away the Railway Brawler. Okay. Alright, let's play the Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay, then we'll play the Eroded Canyon, deal 1 damage to our opponent, and then attack for 6 in the air. All we need to do is draw 1 more spell, non-creature spell, and I think we got this. Ooh. That is a reach creature. That is not good for us. Thankfully, that other creature does not have a reach. Level 2. Yeah, make him big. No blocks. Ow! Okay. Well, we'll play the Eroded Canyon. Then play the old Razzle Dazzler. And we will not attack. I'm just gonna bide our time, so to speak. But it has 1 card left in hand. I wonder what that card might be. It's a Trumpeting Carnosaur! Son of a... Alright, whatever. What's level 3 do? Even instead, if you control a creature with power 4, greater, draw a card. Okay. Oh, you're attacking! Oh, that was dumb! Oh, don't attack me! You should not be doing that, my friend. I could draw the wrong card and just end you. Let me see. What's in my graveyard here? I have a Scalding Viper. Yep. Yep. Game over. Go get Lightning Strike back. Pop you with the Lightning Strike. Hit him with the good game. And... GG! Well played, friend. GG. Okay, and we are back with our post-game wrap. We did get a few games in. Honestly, there were more games, but the audio on a few of the games got a little distorted, so I decided to just cut those games. But 4 games is enough for this video, I think. So, my thoughts on the deck. Burn, baby, burn. If you can just hold enough damage in your hand, you can just blow someone out. I actually played a game with this deck earlier today while I was at the gym, and honestly, all I had to do was hold a little bit of extra damage in my hand to clean out the game. It's like I didn't even have to finish the game with attacking creatures. It was just the damage was enough. So this deck does function very well as a burn deck. I really like the Storm Chaser's Talent. The Storm Chaser's Talent is a really solid card. Just the fact that it's a non-creature spell that creates a prowess creature pairs perfectly with the Monastery Swiftspear. I would probably say that as far as like cards that this replaces in standard rotation, is that this card right here did a really good job of replacing Kumano Faces Kakazan from the mono red builds. It's like it's just a really solid card. Oftentimes you don't even do the level 2 or the level 3. It's just that turn 1 or turn 2, get an otter on the table, start swinging. It's like that's what this card is here for. Aside from that, Monster Swiftspear is still an amazing card. Slick Shot Show Off is obviously an amazing card. I mean, if you haven't been beaten in the face by this yet, I mean, I don't think you're even playing standard. It's just such a solid card. The Scalding Viper actually puts in some work. People don't take into account all the extra damage that comes from the snake. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it deals 1 damage to that player. So when you've got this on the table and you're putting pressure on your opponent and they're just trying to put stuff out there to stop you, the Scalding Viper just gets them. It's like you don't even have to attack with the Viper sometimes. It's really good. Demonic Ruckus, another great card for plotting. Another thing is, if you cast a card that has been plotted and then follow that up with Slick Sequence, you do get to draw a card, because playing a plotted card is still playing a spell. So keep that in mind too. Aside from that, I would say, let me take a look here. Yeah, I did drop a couple lands in this deck. This is the only deck I've upgraded so far where I've messed with the mana base a little bit. And I just dropped the mana base from 25 lands down to 23. I didn't think a deck that tops off at 2 mana really requires a whole lot of mana to function. So that is that. And yeah, as far as weaker cards in the deck, I stand by that Razzle Dazzler is pretty weak. There are many games where I've had this in my hand and I just didn't play it because I had better options ready to go. So I would probably replace this with something a little bit better. Maybe more card draw or maybe more burn. But yeah, you have enough pressure through Storm Chaser's talent, Monastery Swift Spear, Scalding Viper, and Slick Shot Show Off. So the Razzle Dazzler feels superfluous. You don't need it. So there you go. That's my thoughts on the deck. I will leave a link to the deck list in the description box down below, and then you can take it out and try it yourself. Maybe iterate on it further. So that's the deck. Now that you've seen it, go play some games. Take care of yourselves.